Hi, my name is Stephanie. It's nice to meet you. I am here to introduce a new project. It is Clue Special Panning Edition. This is a Pantastic Ladies project. You do need to be a Pantastic Lady to join, and there's a reason for that, and we'll explain why in the rules. It starts on June 9th. It was created by me, and it was inspired by the classic Parker Brothers board game, right? So let's start the rules. So there's a few of them. You're going to, just like in the game, try to solve the murder of Mr. Body. And in our case, we're doing that by panning our makeup products. So there's a series of prompts that are going to be listed down below. They're also in the Pantastic Ladies group. And there's three categories. There's the suspects, the weapons, and the rooms. So each month you're going to be working on three of these prompts from each category. So a total of 9. So you would pick the product that fits the prompt, and you'll roll a pair of dice. So the result of that dice roll is going to be somewhere between 2 and 12, and that is going to be your usage goal. So once you have hopefully completed enough usage goals in the month, you will be able to formulate a suggestion. And this format might be familiar. It's going to be something like Colonel Mustard with the lead pipe in the study. Here's why you need to be a Pantastic Lady. In order to submit that suggestion, you would need to use the Pantastic Ladies group and comment on the post in the group. It's just too hard trying to chase everyone around the internet, and we don't want people getting frustrated when they're not getting responses to their suggestions. You can put that comment in the group and someone will get back to you as quickly as possible. It might not be within 5 minutes, but you will get a response. And they're going to tell you something like, it's not Colonel Mustard. Well, that's great. Your solution is unique to you. So once you've signed up, there is a solution that was generated for you using the Tiny Decisions app, and that is going to be the solution you're working towards. So if you see someone else being told it wasn't Colonel Mustard, that doesn't matter to you, because that could be part of your solution. Does that make sense? So once you know that it's not Colonel Mustard, you still don't know if it was the lead pipe or the study. Those two could be right, or they could be wrong. You can choose to find out. If you like, you can immediately work on the same prompts again. Once again, select the lead pipe. You would pick a product, roll a pair of dice, and this could be the same product or a different product. And then in your next update, you could hopefully suggest the lead pipe again, and you might get a response relating to the lead pipe in that one. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, you can put them down below, or you can put them in the Pantastic Ladies group, and hopefully we can clear things up. But you would ideally then be able to eliminate things gradually, so each time you update and each time you get more evidence, your odds of guessing the correct combination goes up. You win once you find the correct combination of suspect, weapon, and room. And so there's no set end date for this project because we want everyone to be able to solve the murder. That makes sense? So let's go into my intro. To start off with, I decided that I was going to use the 3 suspects, Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, and Professor Plum. Mrs. Peacock's prompt is something blue or in blue packaging, and we're using the same rules as 50 Shades. So if you can argue that there's blue, then there's blue, and it counts. In my case, I'm going to be using the Ardent Cyan Modster Manuka Honey Pigment in the shade Peacock. So it is blue, and since I don't have physical dice, I had to roll dice on my phone. I am also filming on my phone, so I rolled in advance. So I promise I didn't cheat, but I rolled a 5. So I will be using this pigment 5 times in order for me to be able to suggest that it was Mrs. Peacock. For Colonel Mustard, this is something yellow. I have this Lime Crime Electric Slide eyeshadow stick, and this is the shade Mega. It is indeed yellow. And for Colonel Mustard, I rolled a 7. And so I will be using this 7 times in order to be able to suggest Colonel Mustard in a solution. Next I have Professor Plum. It's something purple, and I do not know what this lip crayon is. It's very old, there's no running left on it, but it is purple. It's pretty sheer, so I like it for work, and it still smells fine. So I'm going to keep using it. And I rolled a 4 for Professor Plum, so I will be using this lip crayon 4 times in order to be able to use Professor Plum in a suggestion. For the weapons, I decided to start with the Candlestick, the Revolver, and the Wrench, which is called a spanner if you speak English. So for the Candlestick, it's a brightening or illuminating product, And I have this Japanesque Velvet Touch eyeshadow in the shade 01. It's a highlighting shade. I use it as an inner corner highlight. And I rolled a 7 for this product, so I will be using this shadow 7 times. For the Revolver, that one is a spray. And I am going to be using this Way Hair Care Leave-In Conditioner. This wasn't a previous project in which I failed to finish it, so we're rolling it into here. And I am going to be using this one 8 times in order for me to be able to use the Revolver in its suggestion, hopefully next month. Next up is the wrench. Wrench is something that is used to fix mishaps. So there's a lot of ways you can go with this. You can pick a concealer, a color corrector, whatever you want, something that'll fix something that you perceive as a problem. And in my case, I'm using the Bare Minerals Loose Shadow in the shade Soul. And this is kind of your basic ivory color. And this is great for when my smoky eye gets a little bit out of hand and needs to be tamed. I rolled an 8 for this as well, so I'm going to be using the Bare Mineral Shadow in Soul 8 times. For the rooms, I decided to work with the Lounge, the Library, and the Study. The Lounge is a product that you would use on a makeup no makeup day, and I decided to go with a lip gloss, and you are going to cringe so hard when you see this because this is very old. It is the Maybelline Shinylicious Lip Gloss in Berry Bella. It is so old that it doesn't have an expiration or best by date on it, but it still smells like berries and it tastes like nothing, so I think it's fine. And for this one, I rolled a 6. So I'm going to be using this lip gloss 6 times. Seems to be still good. I'll keep working on it. I promise it's my oldest lip gloss. Alright, so 6 times for the Lounge. For the Library, it's a palette. And as far as I'm concerned, if there's more than one shade, it counts as a palette. I am going to be using the Coastal Scents Stylized Sampler. I don't really know what palette this was a sample for, and I usually reserve this for traveling since it's cute and little and easy, but Coastal Scents doesn't exist anymore, and it's probably time that I got serious with it. So I'm bringing this in for the Library. It's got a light matte pink and then a metallic pink, and I rolled an 11. So I will be using this 11 times in order to be able to use the Library in a suggestion. The Study is a skincare product, and since the usage goals on this project are relatively low, I wanted to use something that I don't necessarily use all the time. So I picked the NCLA Sugar Sugar Lip Scrub, which has been open for a year, and I've used less than half of it because I never remember to use it. I'm going to be using this 4 times since I rolled a 4, and hopefully I'll be able to handle using it once a week. And I'll be able to use the Study in a suggestion next month. So those are all of my products, and I'm hoping to be able to get 2 suggestions at least for the next update. It might take me longer than a month to get the 7 uses on this really bright shadow, and it also might take me a little longer to get 11 uses on the little eyeshadow sampler. But hopefully I'm going to be able to get 2 suggestions and get some evidence and at least eliminate something. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being interested in this project. I would like to thank the Pantastic Ladies for being willing to work with me in making my first project, and especially Kana, who helped with setting this up. So please, if you have any questions or concerns, you can put them below or comment in the group, and good luck solving the murder. Bye.